Woody.
Ethan. Man.
How are you?
What brings you to the courthouse, Counselor?
Meeting. I'm meeting with an adoption agency that Gwen and I are working with.
You and Gwen are thinking of adopting a child?
Oh, that's right. You didn't know. Gwen found out she can't have children.
It's a rough one. Sorry.
Yeah, it was a shock at first, but we're not going to let that keep us from having a family.
Hey, good for you.
Thanks. Problem is, Gwen has her heart set on having a little boy. And I just found out that waiting for a little boy to adopt can take a long time. So I was hoping to come down here and speed things up a little bit.
Well, good luck.
Thanks, Woody. Woody, actually, what are you doing here? Wouldn't by any chance have anything to do with Teresa's custody case, would it?
Ethan, I just filed papers to see if we can delay this hearing for as long as we can. The hearing was held today. It would be a disaster. I'm talking Titanic.
Right, because Teresa doesn't have a job, and her family's home has been taken away.
Thanks to Rebecca. There isn't a judge out there who would award custody to a mother who doesn't have a job or even a place to live. If the hearing were held today, I don't think Teresa would ever get little Ethan back.
What a glorious morning.
Well, it looks like it's gonna rain.
Gwenny, I am not talking about the weather. Now, this is the glorious, long-awaited morning when the Lopez Fitzgeralds are going to be thrown back into the gutter where they belong.
Well, I find no joy in that, Mother. Okay, Pilar's a very nice woman, and the thought of her losing her home.
Oh, and her job. It's the Daily Double.
This is not, a time to gloat, okay? This is a really sad situation.
Sad? No, Pilar is every bit as evil and manipulative as her daughter, and Teresa is as bad as it gets.
Well, I have always found Pilar to be very nice.
Well, I have had enough run-ins with that woman to know that she is not the saint that she pretends to be. No, like mother, like daughter, I always say. I mean, look at us. Well, oh, okay. That's not a good example, I guess. I mean, you are softer and kinder and gentler. But being soft and kind and gentle is not going to get you the revenge that you want. And it's not going to get little Ethan away from that bitch so you can adopt him. Now, the only thing that is going to get you that child is good old-fashioned scheming and manipulation. Oh, and your mommy is a pro at that. Oh, honey. So just watch and learn.
Oh, that's right, precious swoop. Good for you, precious. You're almost done now. What was that? Did you hear that? I thought I heard somebody knocking at the door.
I'm sure you're imagining things as usual, Mother.
Oh, yeah. Right, Bessie. See, I'm imagining Luis coming to the door, telling you that he's free of Sheridan and that he only wants to be with you. Right? But you know what, Betty? That is only my imagination because he's not at the door. He hasn't called. He hasn't written. He hasn't visited. He hasn't shown up. He hasn't told you anything. Nada, niente, zippo.
Shut up, Mother.
All you thought you had to do was to get Sheridan to go back to Antonio, and then Luis was going to come flying into your arms. Well, here's a news flash for you, Missy. He isn't coming flying back into your arms. No way ever is he going to do that. Mm-mm.
Have you finished yet?
No. You see, all the evil things that you have done, all the hell that you put Sheridan through, the pain and the torment, it all wound up being for nothing. Your plan to get Luis was a failure, Betty. A failure. Just like you. Just like you.
Good morning.
I love you, Sheridan. Hey, what's wrong?
Nothing.
You sure? Because you had an odd look on your face just now.
Just thinking about how lucky I am.
Oh, no. No, I'm the lucky one. I have the most beautiful and incredible wife in the entire world.
I love you so much, Antonio. I just wish everyone could be as happy as we are.
Sheridan, come on. Something's wrong. I know it. It's Luis, isn't it?
I'm sorry. I just keep thinking about how unhappy he is right now.
I see.
But please don't take this the wrong way. Even though what Luis and I once shared is over now, I mean, at least for me, I can't close my heart off to the pain that he's going through. I hate that he's hurting and alone.
Sheridan, he's not alone. He has Beth and their baby. Look, Beth has loved him as long as I can remember. And if he feels alone and hurt and all that stuff, then you know what? It's his fault. Because he's got to accept the fact that he's not going to be with you. Not again. Now, he can be happy. He can be happy with Beth and their baby. They can have a nice life together.
I've got it. I know how to help Luis. Luis. Mama told me about Sheridan choosing Antonio over you.
Yeah.
He must be hurting very much.
Well, I won't deny it. I was crushed. I mean, I was sure that when Sheridan ran out of the Blue Note after Whitney sang that song, that she remembered she loved me. She went to the wharf. She went to the gazebo where I proposed to her. I know she remembered.
Why do you think she didn't choose you?
I don't know. It's like something happened to her before she got to the cottage to make her change her mind, and, well, for the life of me, I cannot figure out what it is. Anyway, life goes on, right?
All right, Luis.
So,
I'm so sorry. I hate to see you in so much pain.
like I said, life goes on.
I just pray that all my children's suffering will end soon. I mean, there's been too much already. Teresita?
Ethan, he gave us little Ethan right after he was born. I'll never forget the love in his eyes when he looked at my son, you know. At that moment, I knew that even though Ethan wasn't his father, he would always protect him. How could I have been so wrong?
You're gonna think of something, because you are as good as it gets, right?
Well, I can't deny that, even if I wanted to. No, Ethan. This is gonna take a real miracle worker.
Woody, I really care about that little boy. I just want to make sure he's taken care of. I mean, Teresa adores him. She's a good mother. I know she is. Rebecca, she's doing this out of revenge. She nor Julian have any interest in this child whatsoever. He's going to be raised by nannies. He's going to grow up in boarding schools. It's not right. I mean, children, they need full-time parents. They need stability.
Amen, brother. I wish that Teresa could be a witness to your little family values speech. If she only knew how much you have helped. And all the legal and financial assistance you've given me on this case.
Woody. She can never know.
Why, Ethan? You'd go from being a traitor to a hero in her eyes. And girls, you know girls love heroes.
This is not about me. This is about little Ethan and what's best for him.
Man, I don't get it. You know, if I had done some good deeds, I'd want everybody to know. But of course, you know I haven't done any.
Yeah.
Look, I want to wish you good luck, you and your wife, on your adoption. Whatever child it turns out to be, that child's going to have two good parents. I'll see you, Counselor.
I'll see you. Just hope Gwen isn't too disappointed if we don't find the little boy soon. She's been pretty fragile lately.
Don't misjudge me, Mother. I'm not this wallflower that you make me out to be. Okay, I wouldn't hesitate for a second to take little Ethan away from Teresa.
I'm glad to hear it.
You know, every time I start feeling sorry for her or, feel like I'm doing the wrong thing, I mean, Teresa does something so rotten that I realize she's getting exactly what she deserves.
No, worse. She deserves worse.
Well, I still feel sorry for Pilar and the rest of the family. I mean, they lost their home and their jobs.
Well, it was all very necessary, Gwen. I mean, we had to stack the deck in our favor. Look, by the time she goes to court, Teresa has got to be a single mother with no home and no job. She has got to be such a loser that no judge in his right mind is ever even going to consider giving her custody.
Well, we still might not be able to convince Ethan to adopt little Ethan.
Oh, no, I'm already laying the groundwork for that by being totally cold and indifferent to the little tyke. And Julian doesn't even notice the little boy. So when Ethan realizes that Julian and I are going to be raising little Ethan, he's going to be horrified. No, he's going to jump at the chance to adopt him. You know, I cannot wait to see the look on Teresa's face when she realizes that not only is she going to lose her little boy, she's going to lose him to you. Payback is a bitch.
Who are you?
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
They're beautiful.
They're for a beautiful woman. And for her equally beautiful mother.
Oh, thank you, Fox.
You're welcome. So listen, hey, last night was,
It was wonderful.
Yeah, it was. Listen, I know today's gonna be rough for you, okay? So I just want you to know that if you need anything, I'm right here, okay?
Okay. That means a lot to me. Okay, you've been really great through all of this.
Well, I really care about you, Teresa.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what can I do to help?
Well, actually, we're almost through.
Did I hear someone wanting to help? I'll take this to the garage.
All right, sure.
Thanks.
Got it.
Oh my gosh. Gosh, I remember these games and this book, Mama. I learned to read from this book. You read this book to me every single night.
Karen, I remember that one, too.
I taught all my children to read with that book. Now, hopefully, a new family will get the same pleasure we did from it.
What do you mean?
Mommy, you're not going to give this away, are you?
I spoke to Father Lonigan about donating some of our things to a children's home.
Mama, come on. These have very special memories for us.
Teresita, this whole house is filled with memories. We can't take everything. We have no place to put them.
Well, I don't think it's fair. It's just not fair.
Hey, I know it's not fair. But listen, these are just material things, huh? We can hold our memories in our hearts, and the Cranes can never take that from us.
I'm so embarrassed that my family would even do something so heartless. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean you, Fox. You have a good heart. Okay, I will never forget how you cashed in your trust fund and took a great loss to bail Teresa out of jail.
Yeah. You're a very kind and loving person. You're not like the rest of your family.
And so is Sheridan.
Well, you know what, Mama? This book, I'm going to keep this book because I'm going to teach little Ethan how to read with this book. I'm going to get him back. I know I will. I'm going to get him back before he learns how to read.
Oh, of course you will. You can't give up hope, Teresita. Rebecca and the Cranes are not going to win. They can take away our home and our jobs, but they can't take away what matters most to this family, and that's the love that holds us together. Right?
That's what I like to hear. I'm glad you're finally being a little more optimistic.
Yeah, we'll show the Cranes. Huh? That no matter what evil they do to us, it will only make us stronger.
Yep, that's right. I'm going to get little Ethan back. I'm not going to rest until I get him back.
And I'll never stop loving Sheridan. I don't care what they did to her in that psychiatric ward. She'll remember one day. Sheridan and I'll be together.
Dr. Ackland is here, Mr. Crane.
Oh, is he?
I thought we'd concluded our business last night.
Nothing is concluded until you can positively guarantee that nothing can trigger Sheridan's memory. Cause her to remember her love for Luis. Last night was a very close call. Too close.
I know.
Hearing that song at the Blue Note sparked something in her. She realized Luis was the man she loved and was desperate to find him, to tell him. If we hadn't gotten to her when we did, given her that injection...
Yes, but we got to her. And with the help of that injection, I was able to reinforce her belief that Antonio was the man that she loves.
Well, had we not, it would have been all over. And trust me, Doctor, your loved ones would be planning your funeral.
Your concern for my welfare is touching, Mr. Crane.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
I've told you that until and unless we can get Sheridan back into the psych ward where I can give her more treatment, I cannot guarantee that something won't spark her memory. It could happen.
What do you mean, help Luis, exactly?
I know that I can help Luis. Get him to move on with his life.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, Sheridan. I mean, every time that you deal with him, you just end up getting hurt.
No, I won't, I promise. What I mean is that I'll talk to Beth, woman to woman.
Talk to Beth about what?
About getting back together with Luis. Look, I want everyone to be as happy as I am with you, Antonio. And you're right. If Luis is with a woman who loves him, a woman who he shares a child with, then he'll be happy.
I guess you're right. They were happy together before.
If I can get him to move on with his life, if I can get him to let go of our past together, then you can let go of your anger towards him and your family.
I don't want to talk about my family right now, okay?
Antonio, please, you cannot turn your back on your mother, sisters, and brothers. Family is too important.
Well, you know what? It works both ways. They made a choice. They supported Luis when you were trying to make a decision of who you wanted to be with, instead of supporting me, your husband.
No, that was my fault for taking too long to decide.
No, it was not your fault.
Antonio, please, if you love me, then you will try to reconnect with your family.
Okay. Okay, I need some time.
I know it's not going to happen overnight. But at least the first step is to help Beth and Luis to reunite. You know, she's just been so supportive of me. And I have to repay her kindness. I have to help her get back with the man she loves.
Bethy, even Alistair Crane, one of the biggest movers and shakers on the entire planet, couldn't get Luis for you. And you know why? Because you are such a pathetic loser.
I just don't understand. Why hasn't Luis come to see me? He's lost Sheridan. He should have come to see me by now. Why isn't he? I've tried everything that I can think of. What is wrong with me?
Funny, you should ask. You see, Precious and I, we've been coming up with a list, things that are wrong with Bethy. Thank you, Precious. Okay, come on. Item 1. It's going to take a while, so you better sit down.
I'm down, Mother. Now stop it. This is cruel.
Cruel? You want to talk about cruel? Huh. You, after kidnapping Sheridan, keeping her down in that basement, stealing her baby, pretending it was yours? But she wound up winning, didn't she? And do you know why? Because she is a winner, you
I am not a loser. And you can torment me all you want. And you can say that Sheridan won, that she's gonna get Louise back, but she's lost one thing that I have. Her baby.
Oh.
I have him, and nothing's gonna change that. Sheridan is never gonna get her baby back because he is mine. He's mine.
Hi, honey, I woke up and you weren't here. Where have you been?
I have been at the courthouse. I made an appointment with the adoption agency. Because when we found out that it was going to take so long to get a little boy to adopt, I thought I could go down there and maybe speed things up.
And?
It's going to take longer than we thought. There's a waiting list, and the fact that we have a special request for a little boy could take even longer.
Poor Gwenny. I know you so wanted to adopt a child right away.
Honey, look, come here. We were going to find the right child to adopt, okay? The right little boy, he is out there somewhere. We're going to find him, okay?
The perfect child is right upstairs in the nursery. And he will be yours as soon as we take him from Teresa.
What do you want?
Came here to see Mama. Morning.
Antonio, I'm really glad you're here.
I'm glad you came, Neil.
Teresa, Fox, we better finish up in the garage.
Okay.
One day, God willing, my sons will be brothers again.
I don't see that happening. Maybe not ever. Look, Mom, I didn't come here to patch things up. Not after the way my own family betrayed me.
I wish you wouldn't see it that way.
How else am I supposed to see it? All of you chose Elisa's side when Sheridan was trying to make a decision. Well, she ended up with me. That's exactly the way it should be. We're together now.
Well, Neil, family is what matters, really.
Well, Sheridan's my family now.
Antonio, let me just...
Please, I didn't come here to argue with you. I just wanted to give you this. It's not enough to pay off the lien, but it's all I have. I hope it helps.
Thank you. No matter what has happened, you are still my son, and you will always be my son, and I love you. And never doubt that, Antonio. Never.
I have to go.
I got a court order here for the Lopez Fitzgerald family.
A court order?
You're being evicted.
We know.
Now.
Wait. We're leaving soon. We're just waiting for the truck.
Sorry, but this house has to be vacated immediately.
Maybe that's him right now.
No. Yeah, dream on. Wait a minute. You know who that could be? A traveling salesman. Boy, they get pretty rippled from carrying loads of wares around. Hold on.
Oh, hello, Beth. Sheridan, hi.
Sheridan?
Well, what a surprise. What brings you by?
Louise. I want to help you and Louise get back together.
Later today.
No, later today won't work. Court order says we have to take possession now.
Come on, guys. What difference would a couple hours make?
Sorry,
here?
it's not up to us.
Wait, but... Louise,
What's going on?
they're forcing us out. They say that we have to leave right away.
Look, I'm with Harmony PD.
We heard you were suspended.
Yeah, well, Look, why don't you cut us some slack? We want to move our own stuff, all right? We'll be out of here this afternoon.
Sorry, it's not my call. Court order says we have to take possession this morning.
He's right. Says we have to be out now.
But our things, I mean,
We'll have to take everything out to the curb.
it's bad enough we're being evicted from our house, but our stuff is being taken out into the street. What's to become of us?
Sheridan must never remember her love for Louise. We have to find a way to prevent that.
We have a way. I just need more time with her at the hospital.
Impossible. It would raise too many suspicions. Antonio would never allow it.
Well, then all we can do is hope that she stays away from things that might spark her memory.
How can we possibly know what might make her remember?
We can't. I mean, some things are obvious. The baby, right?
Yes. After Sheridan left the psych ward and insisted on seeing her baby, I switched the babies, remember? So she wasn't holding her child. Therefore, she felt no maternal link to it. She no longer believes Beth's baby is hers.
True. Thing is, if she were to ever hold the real baby again, it could trigger memories again. Everything could come back, including her love of Louise.
Then we have to keep her away from the baby.
Well, it shouldn't be too tough. I mean, now that Sheridan doesn't believe that Beth's baby is hers, she has no reason to be near Beth, to go to Beth's home.
You want to help me get back together with Louise?
Yes.
Why?
Mother? Sorry, she's having an episode. I'm so sorry. Oh, look. Luis is in a lot of pain right now, and he's having a hard time accepting the fact that I've chosen to be with Antonio.
Me too.
I know that you and Luis were in love once.
Yeah, but that was a million years ago before Beth turned out to be such a wacko.
And I know that you still love Luis. And I think that if we put our heads together, we could maybe figure out a way to rekindle that love that you two once shared and make Luis realize how happy he could be with you. You two do have a child together, and I know how much Luis wants to have a family. And he could have that with you. That would be a dream come true.
And a nightmare for the rest of us.
You know, when I lost my child, I was just absolutely devastated. But the doctors have helped me to accept that my child is gone and that he's never coming back. But I do have to live with that pain, 24 hours a day. And I just wish that I could bring my baby back. It's just never going to change. It's impossible. But you and Luis being together, that is possible. And I want to help make that happen. For you and your baby. But mostly Luis. I want him to be happy. And I think that he could be with you and your child.
We're gonna find the right child. It may take longer than we thought to adopt, but it's gonna happen.
Okay, I'm gonna try to keep up hope. But honey, I'm just so longing to have a child. I still miss Sarah so much.
So do I. But once I put that little boy in your arms, you're gonna feel nothing but joy. And you're gonna be such a good mother. I mean, I've seen you with little Ethan. You were so good with him. You're loving, you're tender with him. He's crazy about you, too. You know that.
Well, I just adore him. I mean, he's such a wonderful little boy.
Yeah. I don't understand how Julie and Rebecca can be so cool to him. I mean, don't they understand how hard it is for him to be separated from his real mother? Well, thankfully, he has us to show him some love and stability.
Yes, he does. And he will always have us.
So, everything is going according to plan, and it's time to deliver the knockout punch. It's already on its way? Oh, perfect. I can't wait for this to be over with as soon as possible.
bring most of the heavy stuff out to the curb, Mama. I'm gonna go now.
You're leaving?
Yeah.
Thank you for the money and for your help. Antonio, I meant what I said. You are my son, and you will always be my son. And I love you.
All right, Mama. We have to remember to be strong.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying, Mia.
I know.
I was doing much better, but now with this, how much more are we going to endure?
Whatever we have to, Mama. Okay? The Cranes have pretty much taken everything. They've taken my child, but it's okay. It's not going to be forever. I didn't tell you. I talked to Woody, and he said he's going to make certain that the custody hearing is postponed.
Well, good. Thank God for that.
Yeah, because the timing right now isn't very good, you know? Without a job and without a home, no judge would, you know, give me custody, so.
Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald,
Yes.
happy St. Patrick's Day. You've been served.
You know, I really appreciate how supportive you've always been. You're just such a sweet, caring person.
Oh, gosh. Well, I've just done what any good friend would do.
Sheridan, honey, would you like something to eat? Because we've got an awful lot of bologna around here.
No, thank you, Mrs. Wallace. I'm not hungry. So listen, I'm with Antonio now. I love him. Whatever I had with Luis is over.
Well, I'm glad you're happy. I mean, after everything you've been through, you deserve to be.
Oh, we have so much baloney running around here, we don't even know what to do with it. Are you sure you wouldn't like a bologna sandwich?
She said she didn't, Mother, okay?
I ate a big breakfast.
Well, you can have some more bologna, just a little more, right?
But I never even had any, Mrs. Wallace.
Oh, yes. Yes, you did, honey. You have no idea how much bologna you've had.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make some more calls to some more adoption agencies, and maybe we'll have better luck somewhere else.
Oh, let's hope so.
I mean, we're desirable adoptive parents, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure once someone else takes a look at us, it won't be long before we have our son to adopt.
Well, there is no harm in trying.
No, there's not.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, Gwen, it will not be long now. You and Ethan are going to be little Ethan's parents before you know it.
Oh, God.
What now?
What's going on?
Well, I was just served with these papers.
What's it about?
Well, I don't know, really. I think it's, you know, probably just confirmation that Woody was able to postpone the hearing. I mean, I'm sure that's what this is, you know?
Okay.
So let me just open it up real quick. Oh, God.
What is it, Mia?
Oh, God. It's today. The hearing is today.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. The Cranes, they're gonna win. I don't have a job. I don't have a home. They're gonna take little Ethan away from me forever, for good.
This is not what I wanted to hear, Dr. Eklund.
Would you prefer I lie to you?
I prefer your assurance that Sheridan will never remember her love for Luis.
So being at the Blue Note last night, hearing that song, it made Sheridan vulnerable. It triggered memories of her love for Luis. And being in places that meant that much to their relationship triggered more memories. Unfortunately, I was able to step in and counteract what she felt, but there's bound to be residual effects. So, priority one has to be keeping Sheridan away from things that could spark her memory. And the first thing at the top of that list is the baby. Just hearing him cry could trigger her memory.
Well, if that happens, then I'll be pulling the trigger on Sheridan.
How thoughtful, Precious. Bologna sandwiches.
No, thank you, Precious.
I'm sorry. I've got to apologize for my mother. She's just really going downhill fast. You know, her mind.
What a shame.
Yeah, it's sad. I might even have to put her in a home. But anyway, what were you saying?
Well, I think we can figure out a way to get you and Luis back together. I know that you can make him happy.
Well, I would do my best.
And once Antonio sees that Luis has moved on with you, this animosity between them will end. And you and I will be sisters-in-law. I mean, I feel closer to you already.
Oh, my gosh. oh, that's Martin. Let me go check on him. I'll be right back, okay?
Oh, you know what? Let me go check on him, please.
I don't care what Alistair and that doctor did to Sheridan. She's gonna remember her, baby. She's gonna remember her love for Luis. And loser Beth is gonna be a loser again.
Finally, Julian and I are going to get full and legal custody of little Ethan.
Ethan, don't let them take my little boy away from me. Don't let them take him.
Did you say that you stole my baby?